Hello, today we're talking about the core and my top 3 easy tips to help tighten and tone the core, cinching in the waist, flattening the belly, all of it. And this is important because for so many of us, this is an area that doesn't always look the way we want to. Sometimes we're prone to, especially after having children, back pain and things like that. So I want to share with you my top 3 tips to help you get great results in this area, whether you've got a lot of weight to lose, a little weight to lose, if you've had a baby or not, and of course across all ages and fitness levels. This is going to help you out huge. So tip number 1 has to do with cardio. Cardio is something that so many of us have been told is great for fat loss, and it can be if it's done in the right way. However, one of the best things that you can do to really maximize your time is switch from LISS to HIIT, and those are both acronyms for different types of cardio. LISS is low intensity steady state, and HIIT is high intensity interval training. Let's make sure I get that right. LISS and HIIT. LISS is going for a 30-minute jog. HIIT is doing interval training, whether it's like, to give a clear example, like going for a run for 30 seconds, then resting and just like chilling out for 30 seconds, then running, then resting, running, then resting. I prefer to do HIIT with exercises that are designed to tighten, tone, and really firm up and shape the body while burning a ton of calories. So that simple switch helps because, of course, when it comes to how our stomach looks, we need to address the fat that's on top of our stomach. You can have the firmest, strongest arms, strongest abs ever. Clearly I'm a little sleep deprived, sorry, bear with me. But if your abs are covered with fat, then it's not really gonna matter. Your stomach's not gonna be flat. You're not gonna see your waist because of the fat. So one of the best things you can do is burn fat with HIIT. And inside the 15-minute follow along from home routine that I've linked around this video, there is 4 minutes of HIIT at the end of every single workout to really help us to burn a ton of calories, create the afterburn effect, spiking our metabolism for 24 to 48 hours after our workout, meaning that on autopilot, we're just burning more calories. So it is a great way to really see changes in your core. Now, the next one, I'm gonna move you down a little bit lower here. Don't mind the golf club. So, is switching from things like crunches or working your RA, 6-pack muscle, to working your TVA, which is your transverse abdominis. Don't get me wrong, crunches and sit-ups have a time and a place. They're not the worst thing ever in the whole world. But there are so many more exercises that are way better and are gonna get you so much better results. They're safer, they don't strain the back, and they're actually gonna work the muscle that is the TVA, which is like a built-in corset. So let me show you one of my favorites is called dead bug. You lay on your back with your arms and your legs extended up to the sky, and you go opposites, leg and arm is gonna move away from each other. Then you're gonna exhale, pull the core in and come back to center. Do the same thing on the other side. Dead bug. If that's too hard, you can always bend the knees and do a bent leg variation. Then of course, we've got the planks, the bears. I mean, so many different exercises that are going to work your TVA instead of your RA, and that is going to make a huge difference on the way that your core looks, especially if we've ever had any abdominal surgery like me with my C-section, or if we've had a baby. It is just going to go such a long way to work the TVA. So scrap the crunches, pick something else up. Inside the Trim Core Challenge that I've linked around this video, there are literally hundreds of amazing exercises that I walk you through. And we start with the basics and progress to more and more challenging exercises as the weeks go on, which is what really helps us to see those results. Because if you just do the same couple exercises at the same intensity, the same rep range every single week, you're not going to see the transformation. It comes from progressively overloading and increasing the challenge more and more and more with time. That's how the body keeps being like, okay, I need to get stronger. I need to tone up. So That alone is going to help get rid of any of the distension or pooching or weakness that we have in the core muscles and really pull everything in. Then my third and final tip, which is of course built into this 15-minute trim core challenge, is working your back. Our core, like you think the core of an apple, it is 360 degrees. It's not just the front of the body. We need to work the back of the body to help improve our posture, reduce the chance of injury, and really lengthen the core, because we don't want to just work the core and get it strong and bulky. We want to get it lean, long, and toned. And to do that, we need to work the back of the body. One of my favorite exercises for that is the Superwoman swim, where you have your arms and your legs extended. You rise all the way up, swim back, squeezing all the muscles in the back, reach forward and come down. Like so. Nice. Yeah. And that is working the back of the body. But we need to do it in the right way, in a way that's safe, that feels good to us, and is done at the right time in your workout, because you don't want to start with just working your back. You always want to make sure that, I personally find it's best to work your back towards the end of your workout, because that's when you don't need to be utilizing those muscles as much. We don't want to fatigue our back at the very beginning of our workout, because we need to use those muscles to keep us safe, right? So inside the Trim Core Challenge, we do the breathing exercises that work the pelvic floor, the diaphragm, and just the mind to muscle connection with the stomach vacuum. Then we move to corset core activation, working the TVA, the internal and external obliques, and a little bit of the rectus abdominis. Moving on to working the back, and then finishing with our HIIT cardio. And that is how we have a complete 15-minute workout that is getting women amazing results. And they're doing 45 minutes of workout a week, okay? Like 45 minutes of exercise a week, not a day. Like, these are women that before were on the elliptical for 30, 45, 60 minutes a couple times a week and just weren't seeing any difference. And now, doing far less, they're getting much better results. And you don't have to take my word for it. Like, we have success stories on the next page. Head on over, check them out. I have helped hundreds of thousands of women transform their bodies right from home with low impact yoga-inspired exercises, Pilates-inspired exercises that are proven to help strengthen the muscles we need to get the body that we want. So I'm really excited for you to give this a try. If you can't find the link for whatever reason, just comment down below CORE, C-O-R-E. I will send the link directly to you so you can try the 15-minute workout out for yourself. I think you're gonna love it. And I'm off to do my workout. My baby is sleeping. This is my prime time, okay? So I will see you on the mat soon. Big hugs, lots of love, bye-bye.